And I'm joined here by Vice Minister Zhu Guangyao from the Ministry of Finance. He's also the Finance Deputy of G20. Vice Minister Zhu, welcome to CCTV News.
Thank you.
Communique of the G20 is really the focus for everyone. So can we know more details about the preparation at this moment?
Yes, indeed. That's a communique of G20 leaders. That's the most important document, and which will demonstrate achievement of Hangzhou G20 Summit. China, under the leadership by President Xi Jinping, we made this big effort to consult all G20 members for their thought, members' highs, and also we gave this strong proposal. It's that innovation, invigorous, interconnection, as well as inclusive development. So those proposals as the main theme, strongly supported by all G20 members. We really hope that G20 Communique of Hangzhou Summit will get great achievement under these 4 pillars. For example, innovation. We are very happy to see the real development to formulate inclusive digital finance guidance. If that's approved by leaders meeting, that's the first document of policy guidance related digital development.
Let's take a look at the G20. I mean, yes, 80% of the world economy, but on the other hand, all these economies coming from 5 continents, very complicated when it comes to development stages. They all have their own development priorities, and they have their different agendas when coming to the G20. So the question is, will this G20 be able to focus on the real and some of the most important issues?
So if I talk about the important issue and also talk about the mission of G20, is always focus on global growth and the international finance market stability. And you see there's a very diversified interest among G20 members. However, I must reiterate, this forum, this platform really demonstrate the global development result, reflect this global reality that's much better than this so-called G7 or G7 plus X something. That's already become the history. G7 can continue, but they understand their influence be limited. That's in the developed countries. So particularly without China join, that's impossible to solve the global problem, particularly global economic problem.
It is, but at the same time, we see China and the United States still being the 2 biggest economies of the world. And both, of course, are members of the G20. So many wonder, Vice Minister Zhu, whether the 2 countries really likely to cooperate this time, or one is likely to derail the other's efforts. I do have a quote coming from the White House before President Obama's coming to Asia. Here it is. It is likely to underscore the importance of G20 cooperation in promoting a level playing field and broad-based economic opportunity, end of quote.
In the history of G20 Summit, China and the US keep this very good policy coordination. And for promote growth policy and keep finance market stability, certainly we have the same goal. And we must comprehensively use monetary policy, fiscal policy, and structural policy together. Absolutely, we have same position, and we are all agree to against the currency competition, use the currency to take advantage of trade, and we also together support. We must have very close consultation on foreign exchange market. So you can see we have very broad common points. And of course, that US is number one economy, China is the second largest economy. In the countryside, we need less more policy coordination too. But in G20 process, in general, we have good coordination.
Well, you think about it, Vice Minister Zhu, there have been a lot of questions raised by whether international media or the international community. What exactly is China having in mind, making so much effort for this year's G20 Summit?
That's China certainly understand. We are a member of global society, and we must very close coordinate cooperation with other major economies to make extreme efforts to promote global growth. That's the challenge we together faced. Also, that's international finance stability. China already is a big player in that. We must really have policy coordination, cooperation with others. So that's certainly successful G20 Hangzhou meeting is in line with China's big interest. Also, that's a big contribution to the global peace and development, and particularly to promote a global economy with a strong, balanced, sustainable way to develop.
But what about China itself? I mean, the reason why China has the credibility is because China's own opening up and reform success, China's own efforts in making its economy to grow at a high digital rate that many others have aspirations to. So what about now? Does China has the credibility to make it happen this time, even as someone hosting the G20?
And you know, that's the Chinese economy already very close interconnected with the global economy. China is a key member of global economic system. Also, that's the Chinese policy already have very important spillover to the global economic system. We really hope our spillover continue to play very positive way.
Thank you so much, Vice Minister Zhu from the Ministry of Finance, who's also the Finance Deputy of G20. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.